We had one injury. One guy didn't return. That was Jared Verdier. He's in the protocol for concussion. So we'll see about him tomorrow. Questions?
Yeah, Coach, what were your thoughts at halftime, and what did you say to your team at halftime?
At halftime, it wasn't good. David was, I think he was like 13 for 14 maybe. I mean, it was crazy. The ball was coming out so fast, and he was really hot. They ran the ball on us. Offensively, we were, I think our first 3 or 4 drives were 3 and out. So they played good football in the first half, and we didn't. In the second half, we thought offensively we had to be more aggressive, take more shots down the field. And that made them a little soft in the second half. But, our guys kept fighting, kept playing, and played through adversity and won a football game.
Hey, Vance, on that last drive, how impressed were you by Case's composure, but really the whole group on offense?
Absolutely. It wasn't just Case. It was Jeff Hireman getting out of bounds. It was Emmanuel Sanders bringing the ball into the ref, into the hash. The clock's running. 81, Tim Patrick run out of bounds. I mean, that was a huge play for us. And, we meet every Friday about 2-minute offense and being smart with the ball. And our guys came through, so it was fun to watch.
Vance, equally as important, that defensive stop there. What'd you see from the guys slowing down Marshawn and then forcing it in completion?
Marshawn's a load. I mean, one guy can't tackle him, so it took 3 or 4 guys to get him on the ground, and we finally got him into a third down, and we pressured him, and the ball came out, and we tackled him. So, but he was 3 out of 10 on third downs, but in the first half he only had 5. He was 0 for 5, but we didn't put him in third down enough in the first half.
Hindsight, you got it done.
Yeah.
Were you considering taking the points rather than using your franchise quarterback on that play at all?
No, I told Billy once we got inside of the 10-yard line, it was 4 down territory. Taking the points there wouldn't have worked. It would have been a loss for us today. So obviously, Case is a tough guy, and he wants to win, and that was the best play to call.
Yeah, Coach, 18 seconds left. You complete the pass to Patrick. He makes an inside move there. Did your heart stop for a minute there?
No, we had time. He was told he had time to get vertical, right? Because the next play was going to be a spike anyway. So he obviously got more yards, for us, and then got out of bounds. So for him, that was a big time play, and he knew what he was doing. So going back inside with 18 seconds, he's okay there. We could still spike it with probably 3 seconds and kick the field goal. So he was right on. And again, our guys in that drive played with really good smarts. So I was very impressed with those three players.
Vance, in the first half, Emmanuel Sanders didn't have any targets thrown his way, only touched the ball on that hook and ladder. Is that something they did, or is that something you'd like to change moving forward to get him involved earlier?
They were playing a bunch of shell coverage, cover 2 and cover 4, so our thought was to run the football, but we couldn't do it. They were playing really stout up front. And again, that defense played good football for them today. In the second half, we got some runs, so it forced them to play more single high. And when they played shell and played cover 2, we went more vertical down the field. So our plan kind of changed, We became more aggressive versus the zones.
Vance, you mentioned lackluster start on both offense and defense. Yeah. Any explanation as to why?
No, I think, offensively, they had a great plan, in the first half as far as running the football. And the tight end Cook had 4 for 49, so we lost him a couple of times. But they were moving us up front, and we held them to 2 field goals, thank God, in the first half. And that was huge for our defense, and that kind of saved us because they were moving the ball. And he was really hot. He was 18 for 19. That was the number at halftime, and that's amazing, for a quarterback to hit that. And it passed on a man-to-man team. But he was hot, and they were playing good. They were blocking us. So holding those guys to 2 field goals was a good job by our defense.
Coach, you took your first lead with 6 seconds left. What does it say about your football team to win without having the formula all game?
I think 2 weeks in a row our guys played through adversity. And we talked about that last night. It wasn't going to be easy. We came in as a favorite, but it's a divisional game. It's never going to be easy. Those guys had a hard loss on Monday night, so we knew they were going to bring their best shot. And they played good football over there. That team came and played inspired football. So. Again, kudos to them.
Vance, another big day for Phillip Lindsay.
Yeah.
What can you say about how impressive he's been these first 2 weeks?
14 for 107. He had a big run for us and finally broke a play for us. But he is a good football player, not only as a running back, but as a guy who covers kick for us and a guy who catches the ball for us. He is a total package as a football player, and he's been impressive. He's been really impressive.
Vance, you started 2-0 last year
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
What are you personally going to do differently to make sure what happened last year doesn't happen this year?
Last year is last year. Last year we were really 3-1. And last year that's over. I don't remember last year, but this year our team's different. The culture's different. I mean, to watch our team play these last 2 weeks, I'm not worried at all. My only focus is really Monday, and then obviously Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Baltimore on Sunday. So last year is over. We're a different team. We're a different team through and through.
Guys, Phillip Lindsay, Tim Patrick, Royce Freeman, a lot of young guys
Yeah.
that showed maturity.
Yeah.
What about this group allowed them to play with poise, do you think?
Well, I mean, yeah, those guys are qualified. We've got a lot of young guys playing, but they've shown us in the last 2 weeks that's not too big for them. They're just doing their jobs, and they're good players, and they're good athletes, and they're tough guys. And our young receivers are still learning how to play the game. We had a couple 9 balls that were too close to the sideline. That's just inexperience. So we'll fix those things. But again, those young kids who are playing for us, they're all qualified.
Vance, we're all trying to figure out what a catch is. Cortland's play.
Yeah.
What did you think? What was the explanation?
I don't know. I thought Cortland's touchdown was a touchdown. Obviously, I challenged it. The second catch, I guess he didn't finish the catch, but we'll figure it out. It's a tough game to officiate. So many rules right now, and it's hopefully it's fair on both sides.
Last one to your right, Austin, Coach.
Coach, take me back to that last play real quick. I know that you have all kinds of confidence in Brandon McManus,
Yes.
but once he stepped out onto that field, what was going through your mind knowing that this could be the game-winning field goal right here?
I knew he was going to make it. I mean, his make it line was 44, so it was obviously closer than that. So B-Max had a great training camp and a great preseason and a great first 2 weeks. So I was confident he was going to make the kick for us. I was. Thank you very much. Thank you. Enjoy your day, guys. All right.